Hello, my gastronomy gang. Welcome to another episode of Kanan Badalov's cooking show, where pots sizzle, knives glisten, and flavor takes the spotlight. So far, we've taken on everything from chicken to lamb, beef to ostrich. Basically, if it walks, flies, or swims, we've probably cooked it. But today, we're turning our culinary radar to a bird that's often overlooked, until it's time to serve something fancy. Yes, folks, it's duck. Let's show this duck a roast it won't forget, so crispy it'll quack in approval. Ready? Let's duck and roll. And hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because trust me, you don't want to miss what's cooking next. I've got another delicious recipe waiting to waddle into your kitchen soon. Long before the chicken claimed the title of the world's favorite fowl for the dinner table, there was the duck. Over 4,000 years ago, the Chinese domesticated this marvelous bird, and to this day, it remains a staple and their meat of choice. And really, it's no surprise why. Duck meat isn't just delicious, it's packed with benefits for our health, our skin, and of course, our taste buds. Unlike other types of poultry, duck has that glorious fatty skin, which isn't just a treat to cook with, it's a delicacy on its own. Crispy, golden, and full of flavor, it's no wonder duck is so revered. Inspired by Cantonese duck, I decided to come up with my own way of giving the duck that beautiful brown glistening skin. And for that, I will be using saffron. Saffron is a great natural substitution for soy sauce and sugar, which are used for Cantonese duck. Saffron's key compounds, which release that yellowy-orange color, dissolve more effectively in warm liquid. Steeping or boiling activates these compounds. Always use pure saffron threads. Avoid powdered saffron unless you trust the source, as it can be adulterated. Besides its dyeing qualities, the saffron has a slightly sweet floral and earthy flavor. It works especially well in recipes where duck is paired with fruits or sweet sauces. Saffron has a fascinating discovery story. Believed to have originated in modern-day Iran, legend has it that a shepherd noticed his sheep becoming unusually energetic after grazing on a wild crocus flower. This led humans to experiment with the plant, realizing its vivid threads could be used as a spice, dye, and even a medicinal ingredient. Well, I do have my own little discoveries too, though they might not be as legendary as the discovery of saffron. But trust me, they'll definitely help enhance the roasting of this duck. I've designed a round rack that fits perfectly inside each duck, and that's why I've smashed the meat, to make sure it's soft enough to cook evenly. These racks will ensure that the heat spreads perfectly throughout the duck, creating an even roast and that beautiful, crispy crust we all crave. Before we start cooking the ducks, I'm going to let them dry out a bit. Why? Well, this helps tighten the skin, ensuring it won't tear while roasting. The drier the skin, the crispier and more golden it will get when exposed to the heat. A little patience now means a perfect crackling crust later.
Guys, before we will cook it, we must dry it a little bit. So, now guys, it's ready to cook.
Okie dokie, we're all set to give these ducks a nice little slap. Let's get them sizzling. Now we just need to wait for about 2 hours for the duck to reach that perfect texture.
Now guys, we need 2 hours on low heat.
For such a rich flavored main dish, I think Brussels sprouts sautéed in sour cream will be the perfect side. Often when I have a hearty main course, I make sure the side is light to balance things out. Brussels sprouts bring a slightly bitter, earthy flavor with a hint of nuttiness, which pairs beautifully with the richness of the duck. The creamy tang of the sour cream adds a touch of smoothness, complementing the savory duck while cutting through the fat and richness. It's a perfect match. In France, they love to pair duck with vegetables, and one of their classics is duck à l'orange. The duck is roasted to perfection and then served with a tangy orange sauce. On the side, you'll often find roasted root vegetables like carrots and turnips. It's a perfect balance of sweet and savory. But personally, I prefer to roast my duck in the classic way. Let that rich, crispy skin speak for itself.
Yes. Yes, it's done. Perfect smell.
Пап, опять есть.
Два.
Alright, so we're taking a little break from all the duck roasting action, and I've got something that's just as comforting as that crispy duck skin. Drinking tea with a slice of apple pie. After all that richness, this is the perfect way to unwind. The warm cinnamon spiced apples paired with your favorite tea, whether it's black, green, or something a little fancier, it's like a little moment of peace. Seriously, you take a bite, sip your tea, and you're just in the zone, soaking in all those cozy vibes.
Salam alaikum.
Look.
Zaten herkes
Perfectly cooked.
And
Delicious.
there it is, straight from the oven, looking absolutely irresistible. The skin is that perfect shade of golden brown, crispy enough to make you stop for a second just to admire it. You know, it's got that satisfying crack when you slice into it, and then you know you're in for something special.
Skin is perfect piece of duck.
The meat inside is juicy, tender, just falling apart in the best way. The moment you cut through, the juices spill out like a reward for all that patience. Ah, what a day for a dish like this.
Today's perfect day. Very yummy, very yummy. Every piece.
The first bite, instant magic. I mean, the skin is so crispy it's like a mini celebration in your mouth. And then, boom. The meat is so juicy, it's like the duck's been working overtime to impress me. I take a second just to enjoy the crackle and the tenderness, and I'm like, yep, this is exactly why I'm not sharing this with anyone. Honestly, I could eat this all day, but I guess I'll try to be polite, for now. Each bite is just so good, I'm almost tempted to do a little happy dance right here at the table. Well, folks, that's a wrap. If you tried this at home, I do hope your taste buds are as happy as mine right now. If you haven't yet, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you won't miss the next delicious adventure. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time. Your chef, Kanan Badalov.
Guys, thank you for watching. If you like, don't forget to subscribe. See you soon.
Salam alaikum.
Alaikum. Perfect dish.
Perfect dish.